This is Buddy. Buddy is an interesting coated kitty. He's got kind of like a plush coat, very, very soft. I had been an outdoor cat, was rescued. He can be more than a little timid and more than a little shy, and he really doesn't want to be held, but he has learned that people are kind and petting is a wonderful thing, and he'll just curl up and push that head against you so hard to get loving, that which he was denied when he was a baby. So a quiet home for him, someone who will respect the fact that this is a somewhat timid little guy, but he's soft and he's sweet and he's beautiful and he's loving, and he needs a home where he can be an indoor, loved pet. This is Buddy. Rocket is a 4-year-old, short-haired, beautiful, independent fellow, was being relinquished and escaped. Took them 2 weeks to get him into a have-a-heart trap and get him in. Now that he's here, he's not really happy to be here, and I think that's why he didn't want to come in here. He said, I had a home, and I had a family, and I was loved, and everything was good. And now I'm just waiting for somebody else to fill the void in my heart. Rocket is a sweet guy. He's definitely not a cuddle cat. He is an independent soul, and he would love to share his independence with a special family who would simply love him. His name is Rocket. This gorgeous boy is Knickers. Knickers is a 3-year-old domestic short-haired snowshoe. Gorgeous. Was abandoned. I mean, it was a cat that was just dumped in a carrier in a parking lot of a supermarket, and people walked away from him. Nobody can quite figure out why that happened, because he is sweet and friendly, huge. I mean, this is one big cat, but loving and kind. He likes to be held. He loves to be petted. He's not really crazy about the other cats, so he would probably do best in an only cat home. But if you're looking for an absolutely beautiful blue-eyed boy who would sit on your lap and love to be cuddled and really, really, really wants to get out of here, come take a look at Knickers. Now here's a pair for someone who has room in their house, in their life, in their heart for a pair. These are Abe and George. They are both neutered males. They are both buff tabbies. They are 7 years old. They are incredibly sweet. They were abandoned in front of a police department, very frankly, and picked up and ultimately wound up here as strays. Although they aren't strays, they are dumps. They are both sweet. They are awesome cats. They look like twins. They are obviously brothers. They bond to each other, but they have more room in their hearts for other people than you could ever imagine. These are two beautiful, big, sweet, handsome fellows who love each other to pieces and want a family to share that love with them. You're looking at Abe and George. This is the last cat we're going to show you today. This is our special needs kitty. Her name is Sarah Rode. She is a spayed female. She is 14 years old. That's strike number 1 against her. She has some arthritis. That's strike number 2 against her. And she's on a special diet for possible irritable bowel syndrome. That's strike number 3. So this cat has 3 strikes against her. What she has going for her is her beauty. She is a Torby, a tortoise shell with tabby markings. She is got a beautiful face with just a great tabby stripe right between the eyes. But if we talk often enough about the fact that it's not the envelope that matters, it's what's inside. What's inside of this particular kitty is so much love that you simply can't imagine. She is a lap cat. She is a loving, snuggling, cuddling, sweet girl. She doesn't understand being here. She came in with her sister. Her sister has been adopted, and she's by herself. And she's terribly sad. And unless she finds someone who's going to say, 3 strikes don't count, it's the kitty that counts, she'll be here till she dies. And that would be tragic because she's such a sweet girl. Her name is Sarah Rode. She sits and she waits for someone to love.